If you own a med spa and you feel like social media is this endless second job, listen to this. Our clients use this content system that takes only 2 extra hours of their month, and it completely blows up their pipeline with high intent patients. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how that system works and how you can copy it step by step for your own clinic. If you're new here, my name is Logan Forsyth, and in the last 3 years, my team and I have generated over 8 billion views for our clients across more than 70 different industries. This viral content strategy framework works for any business or industry. Med spas, surgeons, wealth advisors, attorneys, financial services, supplement brands, really any business who wants to build a real brand on social media without becoming a full-time influencer. By the end of this video, you'll know which viral formats to post, how to plug this into your existing schedule with almost no extra time, and the conversion system that turns views into book consults and treatment plans. And again, this can work for any business, even if you're not a med spa owner. So let's build out the full content strategy for a med spa today. Now, the goal here is simple: 30 posts per month that the algorithm actually loves and that your market actually cares about. And 30 is the base minimum, the base. It is not the optimal place. You can get to 60 videos a month, that's 2 videos a day, and ideally even 90 videos a month, which is 3 videos a day. To truly see best results with this, that's what we do with our clients. But for the purposes of this video, we'll do 30. If it sounds like a lot, it's really not with this system, which is what we're about to break down. Okay, so we have our target of 30 videos a month, and here's the exact breakdown that I want to do. I want to do 10 viral stitch posts, 10 viral remake posts, 5 B-roll text overlay posts, and 5 before and after posts. So let's walk through each one. First is going to be the 10 viral stitch posts. So these are the fastest to make and some of the highest leverage. What you do here is you find a viral beauty, skincare, aesthetics reel that's already doing millions of views, and then you add your expert reaction next to it. Examples of what you might stitch are a creator hyping up a trending skincare hack, somebody showing a dramatic transformation, a controversial take on Botox, filler, lasers, etc. And important, your job here is to react like a pro. So here's what they got right. Here's what they're not telling you. Here's how we actually do this in our clinic. And what you're doing here is piggybacking on proven viral videos and ideas, but positioning your med spa and yourself as the trusted local expert. Viral stitch reaction videos are some of the most viral content on the internet that work across every single industry. They've worked for many, many years prior, and they will continue to work for many, many years leading into the future. This is absolutely one of the lowest hanging fruit content strategies that you should implement for your business. So I'm actually going to walk you through a few examples of how you can find that and do that. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the search bar, keep it easy. We'll just first type in med spa and we search that keyword. And this has been an amazing shift that Instagram has done over the last 6 to 12 months, where their search used to be terrible. Now it's incredible. And when you search any keywords, it shows you the most viral content on their platform for those keywords. So this is a gold mine for finding viral videos that you can react to. You can see here on my phone, all of these have gotten millions and millions and millions of views. And these are videos that you can use for your own reaction. And so what I want to look for here is the ones that capture my attention the most. Immediately, there's this one where her whole face is red from microneedling. It has 20.4 million views. And so I would absolutely want to react to this video. And what you should do here is you click the share icon, copy link, and you should just be adding these into a Google Sheet or a doc. That way you can keep it organized as you're building out these categories. I also like to add the view count with the link. That way you're able to keep up with it, because if you click on the reel itself, it doesn't show the views anywhere. And so I like to save that down into a doc so I can reference back to it. So that's going to be one. Let's keep scrolling. This got 9.2 million views. A lot of these skin creams, they grab attention, right? And what I see in the med spa space is a lot of these med spas are doing very funny content too. I think that's great. Funny content does not sell as much as informative content, but it does add more personality and likability to your brand. And so it's great to cadence in as well. I would just do it at a smaller overall portion. So let's say that you're posting 30 videos a month. Maybe you throw in 5 funny skits per month. And so you get the point, but you can keep scrolling on this speed alone and grab videos that grab your attention. All of these are viral, and you use that for the viral stitch, and then it stitches over to your reaction. You can do this in a few ways. First, you can play the viral video itself, and then it just stitches over to you. Instagram even has an in-app feature that lets you do that. It works really well. Secondly, what you can do is green screen post. So that's where the video is behind you, and then you're like a green screen cutout that hovers above. On my phone right now, this is a green screen video where you can see this guy, Dr. David Kim. He's a green screen cutout, and then it has the video playing behind him. That works really well also. The third option, which is not my favorite, but it still works, is if you have a video set up like this, and then it shows you like watching the video on your phone. Again, I kind of feel like that's played out and it doesn't come across as organic and genuine. And so I like the first two options that I went through the most. Now, category number 2 is the 10 viral remake posts. So viral remakes are where you copy the format, but not the words of proven viral content. You take a viral structure like ranking beauty routines from worst to best, or 3 mistakes ruining your skin barrier, or I tried this trend so you don't have to. And then you plug in your own expertise. Video examples from this could be like ranking anti-aging treatments from worst to best for real results, or 3 mistakes ruining your Botox results. It's the same skeleton from the original viral video with totally original content. And these formats and structures are already proven for what the audience wants. So again, for this, I'm gonna pull up my phone again, and then under the same keyword of med spa, and again, you can search other keyword trails as well, even go to ChatGPT or any other AI tool and tell it to give you 100 keyword variations based on the keyword of med spa. And now you have endless amounts of viral content that you can model for this. But on top of using these videos just for the viral stitch reaction videos, you can also grab these and then remake them in your own way. So again, you can start to see how you can repurpose these. I have the red micro needling video pulled up here again, and you can react to this, but then you can also recreate this yourself. The theme of this video is top 5 skincare treatments. And so you could recreate that yourself. Scrolling through here, this video format consistently crushes. I've seen so many people do it in the med spa and beauty space, where it uses the hook of facial plastic surgeon rates beauty trends from 1 to 10. This same guy does the same video structure with the same hook over and over, and he's consistently gone viral again and again, following the same process. And so you should do that too. Scrolling through, again, you could remake 5 of these funny viral video skits, and that could fall into this category of 5 viral remake videos. This is another video, so it did not go as viral, but this is a more informative type of video, which does better at translating to sales. This one is 3 signs that your skin needs a chemical pill. Now, there's 2 approaches that you can take here with this. One is you have the expertise, and so you just take the same topic or the same hook, and then you make the rest your own. Secondly is if you want someone to do this for you, or maybe even do this more efficient, the top AI tool out there right now for doing this is Poppy AI. So you can use Poppy, you copy the link of the reel, you paste it into Poppy, and then you attach it to AI. And the AI will take that same video structure, analyzes the entire video, and it will write you new scripts with new original content that's not the same copy and paste from the video that you're modeling. So those are the 2 approaches you can take. Okay, and now we have post category number 3, which we're gonna get 5 B-roll text overlay posts. So these are posts that take 0 extra time from you. You just do a normal day in work and then have someone there with a camera who's videoing this for you. This could be a slow pan of your treatment room, close-ups of hands working. At the basic level, you can use your phone for this. If you want, you can hire a professional videographer. It's not that important, especially in the med spa and more local business space. Phone-based content crushes and works really, really well. So now what happens is you have all this B-roll content, and then you overlay that B-roll with bold, simple text using viral hooks like, don't book another facial until you know this, or the 3-step plan we use to make 45 look like 35. And then what you can do on these is you have an arrow pointing down to the caption, and you include advice in the caption of the post. Again, you get bonus points if you do this yourself as the business owner or expert, but it's very easy to also outsource a team for you to do this. You can use AI tools to write very value-driven and benefit-driven captions. And by the way, when I'm mentioning a team, this is what we do for all of our clients all day, every day across 70+ industries. We've generated over 8 billion views doing it. And we even guarantee somewhere between 5 million to 500 million views in the first year, or we work for free, custom made per brand. So if you want us to potentially be your team and you want to receive a custom guarantee between 5 million to 500 million views, then check out the link in the description below. So again, with this B-roll text overlay, it's no talking head content, it's no scripting, you just have your visuals and your text. Okay, and now we have the 4th category of posts where we want to do 5 before and after posts. So this is your money content. You show side-by-side images, or you can do short clips that wipe from before or after. You could do quick montages. There's editing templates for doing this as well. If you want, you can even overlay text talking about what they struggle with, what you did, the rough timeline, whether it's like 12 weeks or 3 visits. And these pieces build insane trust and conversions for you. This is your sales-driven content. So this content is not what's going to go viral, but it's what is going to make you a lot of money. Okay, so that's the full content strategy that I'd map out. But here's where it gets ninja, and this is something that we do that makes us so successful and has us really stand apart, is on every video that we create, we split test 3 viral hooks per video. The hook of a short form video is generally about the first 3 seconds of the video. Or even if you're doing the B-roll with text overlay, the hook is the text that you show on the B-roll video. But what happens is the hook alone can be the difference of a video getting millions of views or thousands of views. And so it's the highest leverage thing to split test on your content. And when you split test 3 hooks per video, it takes almost 0 additional time to film those hooks, but it gives us way more to test against. And when you are split testing hooks and your competitors are not, you are going to win. This also creates 3x leverage of the total amount of content that you put out. The way that the math works is if you create 30 short form videos per month, that's enough for 1 per day. And then you post those across the top 5 short form platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube. What happens is those 30 videos posted across 5 platforms, 30 times 5 equals 150 posts per month. However, here's where things get ninja, is if you split test 3 hooks per video, you just took the 150 posts per month to 450 posts per month. Split testing the highest leverage part that makes it most likely to go viral was spending almost 0 additional time filming that content. Now you may be wondering, how do you split test content? Because yes, you obviously should not do this if you just have 1 account per platform. You shouldn't be posting the same video with different hooks back to back on the same account. So how you do this is you create what we call sub accounts on each platform. So you already have your main Instagram account. What you do is you go in and you create 2 additional sub accounts that are still branded to you or your practice on Instagram. And then you do the same thing on Facebook, and the same thing on YouTube, the same thing on TikTok, the same thing on LinkedIn, and any other platforms that you're doing this on. And now you take those 3 hooks and you post them across 3 separate accounts. You post them across your main account plus 2 sub accounts. If you think this confuses your brand or hurts your brand in any way, it absolutely does not. This is fully compliant across platforms. So compliance is not an issue here whatsoever. And what this does is it builds your brand now into a media network and a much bigger ecosystem versus just fully relying on 1 account per platform. Also, what you should do on these sub accounts is tag your main account in every piece of content from the sub accounts. And if something starts to go viral from a sub account, you can do a collaborator post with the sub account and your main account. You can also make sure, again, that your main account is tagged. You can even use the repost feature to repost the sub account content to your main account. But most importantly, what this is doing is it's giving us data. And so now you have data to know what are winning hook types for your brand and industry. And you take that same hook and that same framework, and then you squeeze the juice out of that lemon until there's no more juice left to squeeze, right? So you're going to, 1, repost that same video on your main account. And then 2, moving forward, a lot of your content should be geared around that same format and that same hook type. And this is the process that you follow to really blow up and exponentially grow on social media. So now you have an amazing game plan to get views and to grow. But views alone don't matter if nobody books and you're not making money with this. What we do is we pair this content system with what I call an undeniable offer. So for med spas, here's an example of one that I quickly put together. Maybe you have a $79 beauty blueprint visit. And what you want to do is you want to anchor this against a normal value of $250+. What this beauty blueprint visit could include is a full skin and facial assessment with the provider, professional photos and scans, a customized 6 to 12 month rejuvenation plan, full Q&A on injectables, lasers, and skincare. And then it's a 100% credit of the $79 that can be applied toward any treatment plan of $500 or more that started that day when they come into your practice. Why this works is it feels like the new patient is getting a steal compared to normal consult pricing. It gives you the chance to prescribe a full plan and not just a one-off service, and the credit makes it feel like it's no risk if they move forward the same day. Now, every viral or educational post points to one clear next step, where in the captions of the content and also as pinned comments, you can have a CTA, a call to action, telling people to book a $79 beauty blueprint. Also, very important, you want a very sweet and short summarized version of this mentioned in your bio. So you have a clear call to action in your bio and it drives to one link. A lot of people make the mistake of using a link tree and adding a bunch of links in their bio. I do not recommend that. We have tested this and we have seen better results when you have one singular link in your bio. There's no decision fatigue. Versus if you have all these links in your bio, people are scattered. They're going to go to different places, or maybe they see all of them like, I don't know where I want to go, and they jump. So ideally you have a landing page, like in this example, talking about the $79 beauty blueprint. But that's not enough. We want to make even more money with this. So that leads us to section 3 of the automated conversion system. With social media, one of the number one ways that you make money and drive conversions from organic content is through the DMs. All sales is having conversations, and a conversation can be over the phone, it can be in person, or it can also be through the DM. And so the more DM conversations that you start, the more sales opportunities you therefore create for yourself. The number one tool for DM automations that works on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok is called ManyChat.com. ManyChat recently released a feature where you can automatically DM every new follower who comes to your account. This is an absolute cheat code that makes you a lot more money. So an example of what the DM could say is, hey, first name, thanks for following, clinic name. Quick question. If you could wave a magic wand and fix one thing about your skin or face, what would it be? Option A, fine lines and wrinkles. Option B, dark spots and texture. Option C, loss of volume and a tired look. Or option D, you just want a pro to tell you what to do. All of this is extremely simple to set up with ManyChat. And why this matters is it starts a real conversation and it segments people by their primary concern. Then your team can take over from there. They can reply with a quick tip, a relevant reel, and an invite where they mention that we actually build this through your $79 beauty blueprint. And then ask them, do you want a link to book? Another great place for driving conversions as well is story highlights. You want your story highlights to be conversion driven. You can look at these as mini sales funnels and mini landing pages. So one story highlight can be all about results and it highlights reviews and before and afters. Then you can have another highlight about the blueprint where you highlight the screen recordings of people booking, behind the scenes of the visit, explain a little bit more about it, the FAQ, and all that good jazz that's going to lead to more conversions and sales. And now here's the big next step that's a little bit more advanced is you turn your organic winning content into paid ads, which turns into money printing machines. Once you see which posts are popping off organically, what you want to do is repurpose all the top content as local ads. All you have to do is target your local radius and then keep the interest broad. You keep the same exact organic creative, the same exact organic video, and then maybe you just adjust the text to push to the beauty blueprint. You can add on a CTA through the editing that shows up on screen, or you can also record a CTA that you stitch onto the back of the original organic content. We have plenty of clients who spend somewhere between $100,000 to even over $1 million per month in paid ads, primarily with Meta being the main platform, and organic content being repurposed as ad creative is one of the number one ad strategies available today. See, people don't like ads. And so the more that your ads can look like native organic content, the better they perform and the platform prioritizes it more. And you posted it organically where the reach was free, where you got free data showing you whether or not that's going to perform well as a creative for your business. Additionally, what you can do as low-hanging fruit is retarget all the organic reach from all your content for people who watch your reels, people who engage with your accounts, and you can retarget them with ads. Your ads are more conversion driven. It's talking about your undeniable offer. And because they've now seen you and your business before, these are what advertisers call warm impressions instead of cold impressions. And when you have warm impressions of people who already know, like, and trust you, you get results for pennies instead of dollars, making your ads much more profitable. So to recap, here's what your med spa content system could look like in one quick shot. You have 30 posts per month. That's your base. Ideally, you grow that to even 60 or 90 posts per month. And 10 of those are viral stitch reaction posts. 10 of those are viral remake posts. 5 of those are B-roll text overlay posts. And then 5 of those are before and afters. You have your undeniable offer of the $79 beauty blueprint, and then your automated conversion layer where you have the DM automations for all new followers. You're using clear calls to action in your captions. your comments, and your bio. And then you're taking your organic content, especially the top organic content, and running those as ads. And you retarget all of your organic reach with ads as well. If you implement just this, you'll stop posting randomly and start running a real content system that fills your calendar and your practice with high intent, better educated patients. And if you want my team to build this exact system for your clinic or whatever business you own, from scripting, editing, posting, driving conversions for new patients coming in the door, and you want a guarantee of 5 million to 500 million views in the first year, or we work for free, then click the link in the description below and book a quick strategy call with us. Also, if you haven't already, check out this video that you see on screen, breaking down the #1 marketing strategy in 2026 that's absolutely printing money. With that said, I'm Logan Forsyth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.